What's up, Cornerstones? It's your big boy, Big Kev, coming to you live from Kevin's Corner once again. When you're done with the Educated Fools, come to the corner where it's cool. We are here to do the quick recap of our games of week three. Sorry, going too fast. The week three slate that I didn't get to cover. But I am here now on a Thursday night, right now, live. Broncos taking on the Jets. Don't really care about that game, to be honest with you. Nobody from those two teams are on my fantasy team. Speaking of fantasy, your boy's 3-0. I escaped by the hairs of my chinny chin chin, but a win is a win. 3-0, 3-0, 3 in a row, won by 4 points, 105 to 101. And I'm moving on to next week still undefeated. So thank you to my fantasy team. Now let's get to these reality teams, shall we? You had the Dolphins spanking the Jaguars 31 to 13. You had the Bears beating the Falcons 30 to 26. Then Bears are 3-0 with two questionable quarterbacks. The Falcons are 0-3 for the first time since 2007. Are they turning into pumpkins? Are they turning into bums right before our very eyes? We're letting these teams jumping out to a big lead and letting these teams come back and beat them in the end. The Bills, also 3-0, beat the Rams 35 to 32. Quarterback Allen passed for 300 plus yards in 3 straight games. The Cleveland Browns beat that team from Washington 34 to 20. Slow down, pump the brakes, talking about Baker Mayfield is back. It was the Washington football team. Slow down, calm down, okay? But hey, Cleveland 30 plus points in 2 straight games for the first time since 2010. Then you had the Titans beating the Vikings by 1 point. The Titans moved to 3-0. The Vikings are 0-3. Your Tennessee Titans 3-0 start for the first time since 2008. And then the Raiders walked into Foxborough 2-0. Thought they were about to be 3-0 and still be undefeated. Not on my boys' watch. They walked into Foxborough, now leaving Foxborough. Sorry for the butt whooping. 36 to 20, your final score. Star of the show, Rex Burkhead. 3 touchdowns from scrimmage, his career high. And Cam. Oh, Cam. Still looking good in the system. Don't really like him running 15 to 20 times a game because he is fragile now. Just don't want him to get hurt. But hey, the Patriots moved to 2-1, and they will be facing the Chiefs this coming up week. We'll get to that in a minute. The 49ers beat the Giants 36 to 9. Jay McKinnon, 1 plus scrimmage touchdown in 3 games. The Giants are super trash, and their superstar running back is out for the rest of the year, Saquon Barkley. So Giants may be getting the number 1 draft pick. Keep an eye on that team in the Big Apple. And then I believe they say playing to a tie is like kissing your sister. Well, guess what? Cincinnati and Philadelphia had to go home and kiss their sisters on Sunday. Final score, a tie, 23 to 23. Both teams still winless. Their records are 0-2-1. Wow. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 3-0 for the first time since 2010. They beat the Houston Texans 28 to 21. Ben Roethlisberger is back, so they're cooking again. They're feeling good with their number 1 quarterback being back. And their defense is young, fast, and vicious. Even though it was the Houston Texans, still a win is a win. Then you have the Indianapolis Colts B team, the breaks off. The Jets, Jets, or the MESS, mess. 36 to 7. Colts move to 2-1. Jets 0-3. The Panthers defeat the Chargers 21 to 16. Carolina's first win since week 9 of 2019. Wow. Chargers still going with that young backup quarterback, Mr. Abear, due to Tyrod Taylor's mysterious lung getting punctured by the doctor's staff. Might have to do a video on that too. And my beloved Arizona Cardinals fall to the Detroit Lions 26 to 23. Prater hits the game-winning field goal 39 yards out as time expired. Love my Cardinals. They got to regroup, get ready for next week. Two costly turnovers that I saw in this game, and the second turnover led to points. Two interceptions by the young quarterback, Kyler Murray. Still young, still learning. We'll be okay. Just keep my boys healthy, especially during COVID season. The Buccaneers beat the Broncos 28-10. Broncos now 0-3. Buccaneers 2-1, and that old guy that everybody wants to throw away, Tom Brady, starting to look a little more like Tom Brady. But we'll see. We'll see what as the schedule gets tougher for the Buccaneers and the Patriots. We'll see who was right, who was wrong, who makes the playoffs, who doesn't, who goes farther, who doesn't. Good game. One of his weapons went down. I believe the young man, the wide receiver, Godwin, he went out with a pulled hamstring. And they are saying that he is doubtful to start in the upcoming week 4 game. And oh my, Sunday night, Cowboys versus Seahawks. This was the game that almost costed me in my fantasy league because I got Gallup, the wide receiver Gallup, off the waiver wire and left him on my bench. In honor of Julian Edelman, I let my Patriot pride get in the way. But anyways, your final score. Seahawks 38, Cowboys 31. Russell Wilson has thrown for 14 touchdown passes in the first 3 weeks of the NFL season. That is an NFL record. He is currently my MVP, if you really ask me. He's tied for first with Patrick Mahomes. And the Packers roll into New Orleans, into the Superdome. No fans. So the decibels weren't that high. But the Packers did beat the Saints 37-20. Aaron Rodgers, still looking like Aaron Rodgers. Green Bay's first win on the road versus New Orleans since 1995. Wow. And speaking of that bad man, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man, but he has to scoot over a little bit because now there is a even badder man in Kansas City by the name of Patrick Mahomes. I call him rolling with my homies. They go into Baltimore and rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat on that, if you know what I'm saying. They beat them 34-20. Chiefs are 3-0. Your reigning, defending Super Bowl champions of the world, 3-0, and Patrick Mahomes was out there looking like Brett Favre mixed with Aaron Rodgers 2.0 without the mistakes. He was throwing underhanded to his fullback. He was rolling to the left, rolling to the right, hitting people, dropping the ball where barely any quarterback could drop the ball before, other than Aaron Rodgers. And maybe a young Peyton Manning and a young Tom Brady. But this dude right here, somebody said it on ESPN a few months ago. I think it was last season. He is the Steph Curry of the NFL. You know how Steph Curry broke the NBA by becoming the deadliest shooter of all time? Patrick Mahomes is currently breaking the NFL, breaking the mold for quarterbacks in the NFL. This dude is on another level right now. Like I said, him and Russell Wilson are neck and neck for MVP. But until somebody knocks this dude off and takes the crown off his head, he is the reigning defending MVP. They are officially the Ravens' kryptonite. They have faced him 3 times in the Patrick Mahomes brain fart. Lamar Jackson, the Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson showdown, they are 3-0 against the Ravens. So we will see what we have in store for week 4. Like I said, Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league, period. That's with the DT on the end. If anybody thinks anything differently, you're simply just hating. This kid is on another level. I wish he was in my team's uniform, but he's in Kansas City's uniform. And if he stays healthy these next 5-6 years, whom knows what he can do. First, let's see if they can go back to back. People talking about they're gonna go 16-0. That ain't gonna happen. But people talking about them going back to back as Super Bowl champions. NFL is the hardest team sport to repeat in. Last team to do it was the New England Patriots. I think it was way back in 03, 04? when they beat the Panthers. It's been a while. It's been a while. Been a while. So we'll see. We'll see. First, if they could go back-to-back champs. I don't think they're going 16-0. NFL's too hard for that. A lot of things would have to fall into place for that to happen. So what do you guys think of week 3? How did you do in your fantasy leagues if you are in fantasy? So let's jump to week 4 and preview the slate of week 4 games. Right now in the third quarter, we got the Broncos beating the Jets 24-16. And here are your week 4 slate of NFL games. The Arizona Cardinals will travel to Carolina to face those Panthers. You got the Colts traveling to Chicago to face the Bears. You got the Jaguars going to Cincinnati to face the Bengals. The Browns going to Big D, Jerry World, Jerry's Playhouse, to play the Cowboys. Should be a high-scoring game. Look out for that one. Then you got the Saints going to the Lions. You got the Vikings going to the Texans. And you have the Seahawks going to the Dolphins, with the Chargers going to Tampa Bay to face the Buccaneers. And in our first COVID strike, our first COVID-affected game, the Steelers and the Titans game has been postponed. Says to be determined. They're not sure if they're going to play it on Monday night or Tuesday night. So either way, we're getting extra football going into this week. Double check your fantasy teams, double check your waiver wires, and make sure none of your players got COVID. Them COVIDs out there and might miss a game. So definitely stay on top of that. And then you got the Ravens going to Washington to face that Washington football team. Like I said, I don't mind if Washington loses all their games because how long it took them to change the name when the Native Americans have been begging them to change it for years. Then we got the Giants and the Rams. Is that the Sunday night game? The Giants have only scored 14.3 points a game without Saquon Barkley since 2019. Yeah, give me the Rams to blow the doors off of them. And then we got the Patriots facing the Chiefs. This should have been flexed to the Sunday night game. Cam Newton versus Patrick Mahomes. Yes, please. Give me that. You got the Bills facing the Raiders. And you got the Eagles and the 49ers in the Sunday night game. So do you want Garoppolo versus Wentz? Or do you want Mahomes versus Cam Newton? You make the call. And then Monday night, Green Bay, the Atlanta Falcons travel to Lambeau Field to face the Green Bay Packers. Can Green Bay start off 4-0? I think so. All you got to do is let Atlanta jump out to a big lead and sit back and watch them blow it. So we'll see. But thank you. Thank you for going on this journey with me, Cornerstones. I love you, Cornerstones. If you want to become a Cornerstone, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, and hit that bell so you know exactly when I'm posting videos to the YouTubes. I think that's it for this one. I still got to come back, maybe cover Tyrod Taylor and give y'all a history lesson, history time with Kev, about scared people in the NFL and in this country to not want to admit what's gone on in the past. Then they wonder, why are black fans so suspicious? Oh, I'll break it down for you. I'll give you a little history lesson. And I will also finally cover the WAP issue with one Cardi B and one Offset. And that might be a long, lengthy one. You might see a couple of sides of Kevin you have not seen before. But remember, I'm still human and I still love y'all. So, y'all know the drill. Cornerstones know the drill. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the subscribe button on the way out. Tell at least 3 friends about me. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Hit the bell. And as always, when you're done with them educated fools, come to the corner where it's cool. Kevin's Corner. Love y'all. Peace.